Hey guys, welcome to another Ninjago video, and in today's video, I will be talking about this awesome poster that you see before you right here. Isn't it just beautiful? I know I'm a little bit late, but I still want to make a video about this, guys, because it's, this is probably my favorite Ninjago poster we've gotten so far. There's just so much to appreciate about it. So I'm gonna kind of break it up into different sections just so I can talk about the specific things that I really like. So I'm going to start from the right and go to the left. So we're going to go here and zoom in a bit. The resolution may not be great. I'm sorry if it isn't. So starting off, actually, well, yeah, I'll say this later. Lloyd here, and I don't love I don't think he's actually wearing gloves. I don't know what's happening, but if this is just his skin here, I don't like the yellow hands. I really wish he had green or black gloves, preferably this shade of green here. I think that's forest green. That's what I would prefer for his gloves. Maybe even the light green here. I don't really know what shade this is. But unfortunately, we didn't get that here. It was in the picture. I don't have the figure, so I'm not totally sure what hands he has in the figure. But whatever. Of course, he has the blades, which I forgot are called, but I saw them in the trailer. Again, I'm sort of catching up. I'm just trying to catch up with the news for Ninjago. So, but I know there are at least two of these, I believe, and they're gonna. It seems like they're gonna have a pretty significant part in the story. And I find it interesting that only one of the ninja have it. None of the Forbidden Five up here have any, which is interesting. We'll talk about it later. The one other thing is that Lloyd seems like he's sort of trying to stop Aaron, because Aaron's like turned away, probably maybe even walking away from Lloyd, which is interesting. It shows he's the only one transitioning. He's the one leaving the good guys. Here we have Rogue or Jay, I believe, sort of on the villain side, maybe with Lord Roz and Aaron. Probably though, I think he's gonna be on his own. I don't know. Again, if I'm lacking some information, I'm sorry, but as far as I know, well, we just don't know what Rogue's gonna be doing, but it looks like he's gonna be sort of on his own. So yeah. Here we have Sora, of course, as well. Wildfire and Ryu, all the same design. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Especially wish that we would have gotten a new Sora design. I'm okay with no new Ryu design. Maybe the only thing I would say is maybe if he had more marks on his face or something. Besides that, him keeping the same size for a longer period of time makes more sense. Just because we want the story to make sense and not just redesign Ryu just to sell more sets. I'm glad that Lego didn't do that. I mean, they did make a new Ryu design for the mech. Don't remember what it's called, but they did even do that. So like, but story-wise, I don't know what's going to be up with that, but this teenage Ryu design I think should stick at least for the first part of the season, maybe the whole season here. I'm not sure, but either way, not much to say about these. Got the same feelings. I think Sora's ninja suit here is great. Again, a new one would be nice because we only have I think three. Well, we only have two distinct figures for Sora, and we have some different compilations of hair pieces, two different hair pieces she's used, and the hoodie and stuff. I think she might have had a trainee suit. I don't remember. And of course, Wildfire. This is a great figure. I'm glad I'm going to pick up that horrible $9 Zane set so that I can get her and Drix and stuff and some point. I haven't done that yet. I have ordered the Spinjitzu set though between or with Roz and Aaron, so just for the Lord Roz figure because I didn't have this one. Of course, we have my favorite ninja Kai sort of leaping out from all the ninja. I think he's the furthest sort of, yeah. He's the closest. Matching up with rocks, interesting. Are they nemesises? I don't know. We can see that Ryu and Drix are sort of lining up, and stuff like that. Although I believe there is a fight between Drix and Kai, so I don't know. But he looks like he's maybe going for rocks. Rocks sort of going for maybe wildfire. I don't know. It's confusing. I don't know if there's any reason behind what they did here. But Kai, of course, here with his sword he's had ever since like season 11. I'm kind of wishing they'd give the ninja some new weapons because for the most part they have the same ones. They have the original ninja, of course. For the most part, they have the same weapons they've had for a while, which is fine because, again, consistency is nice, but I think it's time for some change, I guess. Maybe if they had something like the golden weapons against some sort of enchanted, more magical weapon would be cool. Maybe we'll get that in Ninjago Monsters, who knows? But as far as I'm aware, it's sort of not gonna happen most likely. Of course, here we have Cole with his big hammer, very nice design here. We can't see a lot of it. Of course, Kai's figure is gonna be my favorite, not only for this design. I think they're called the storm suits. The storm suits are great, but Kai's is my favorite not only because he's my favorite ninja, but also it. Look at the red. I mean, it fits together so well. Cole's is great. Nia's pretty good. I kind of wish Nia had that maroon red that she would have in some other suits rather than gray and blue. I wish the gray was instead maroon, but it's okay. I understand that it probably would look. It wouldn't fit the theme of the storm suits, I feel like. I think the gray was a good choice. As far as the theme goes, it's just some more maroon would be nice. I don't think we've gotten much of that for a little bit now. But I mean, whatever, it's fine. I think I will. Did the mech pilot suit? I don't know. I don't think the mech pilot suit had much maroon. It might have had a little bit. I don't remember for sure. Um, but still, again, we haven't had many maroon and blue suits, Azul, for Nia. We haven't had much of that for a while now, so it's a little bit sad. Also, sorry for the stuffy nose. We got Frack over here. Frack is a great character, I think. I'm excited to see him do some more stuff, but I mean, like this figure, theorizing here real quick, could he be a Lloyd student? Well, yes, there's green, but I have a feeling that this is just their training suit they give to everyone. Of course, there is his name Frack there, which would, people might say, oh, this is customly made for him, but I mean, doesn't it just look like something you'd wear in karate class? Like, let's be honest. So, my interpretation of this is just a trainee suit. The color doesn't matter. He's going to be cool student since their powers and match up, and since they sort of know each other the most. I think that Frack, again, will probably just be Cole's student, like Wildfire is Kai's right now. And I think that the one thing also is that I believe that the original like original before the pilot episodes. I believe that the concept art for Cole was actually a brown and green suit, considering he's Master of Earth. That does sort of make sense. So, I mean, could that be true? It could be. There's a matchup lineup there. If I'm correct, I could be wrong about that. I don't know if that suit ever had green, but whatever. I already kind of talked about Nia. Up here we have Zane, Optimus looking Zane, Optimus Prime sort of helmet, and he's got a big mech, possibly just new body. I'm not sure how this fits in, I don't know, but it's interesting. It looks way better in the series on this poster than the set did, so that's good. Overall, it's just an all right design. I'm not saying it's beautiful. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's good. It's pretty good design. I like I think that might be a Z. I don't know. The resolution isn't great over here on his forehead or his helmet's forehead, but whatever. Also, red lightning everywhere is awesome. Here we have Thunderfang, probably going to take a pretty prominent role. I mean, he's an ancient dragon that fought that two-headed one whose name I don't remember. And looking very kaiju, one of my favorite dragon designs in the series. I just don't love the set. I don't love the body overall. The head is the highlight of Thunderfang. The rest of the body is just okay. I think the wings are pretty weird. I think the body's pretty weird, but I think the head is just awesome. And the jaw especially. Just it looks great, okay? And we can see some parallels even with these scales on the head to Ryu here. Not saying that's has any significance, just saying it's kind of cool. If there is significance, well, I called it. Um, Down here again, we already kind of talked about Jay and Aaron and Drix even, but for Lord Raz, not much to say. Same thing as the other guys over here. Same design. The only reason I have any reason to be glad about this is because now I can get that figure and the spinner set for much cheaper than I could before because I was not willing to spend money on either of the sets that figure came in. However, I would have probably gotten the Source Dragon Emotion if I had to choose between the two, not only because it was cheaper, but also I think it looks so cool. It's like it's very close to being a perfect set, I would say. Maybe it is perfect. I don't know. Um, but here we got Rocks, kind of already talked about matching up with Kai, perhaps. I don't know, Rocks. We already saw Rocks last season. We also saw Noct. So Noct with his power of I think brute force was his elemental power. Pretty weird name, but I mean, whatever. We've already known this name for a bit now. So same designs, not much to say about that. We got I don't remember his name or his name. But I'm trying to remember their names, but I just can't. I'm sorry. But these two guys, I don't like either of their designs, but this guy's my least favorite. The green stands out so much more. Like, I feel like Drix pulls off the red, not, his color doesn't really match anything else besides maybe rocks, but his red just works, I feel like. Um, but this guy, his hat, his weapon, his choice of clothing is so weird. This guy as well. The only thing that I like about him is his weapon's all right. I don't mind his weapon. Besides that, I don't find anything that I really like about his outfits or anything or him in general. Dragonians, great figures. I want to get one, maybe two, so that I can have their boss. I think their boss is pretty easy. I don't remember his name, but their boss is pretty easy to make a custom figure of, since the only difference between him and these guys is he has longer horns, which is pretty lazy, but if we get to understand the lore of Dragonians better, it might make more sense. I don't know. Maybe he's the oldest. However, this guy could be him because the horns are going down here, whereas these guys are going up. If you did not know, the horns that he has are the one that I believe the Crystal King had, where they curl a few times. So this could be him. Not saying it is, it probably isn't, but it very well could be. Don't know why they make him so small up here where he doesn't seem like he matters, but this could be him. Overall, the only other thing I have to say about this is the fight down here looks like that scene that LEGO released of Thunder Fang and the other dragon fighting. That's literally it. I don't know. This is probably that. Maybe it's gonna happen again. Who knows? I don't know much about this upcoming season 3 of Dragon's Rising. Only other thing to say, Dragon's Rising is red. Always awesome to see something in red, and I just like the way it looks. Overall, great poster. Probably gonna have to print this one at some point, put it up on my wall somewhere. And yeah, it's great. I like it a lot. More red is always great. There's lots of red on this one, of course, between Thunderfang, the lightning, some of the villains, and just I like it. Okay, I like it a lot. So excited for this season. They're always managing to hype up the new season more than the last one somehow. So I'm very excited. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would really help out, I guess, grow the channel if you guys want to see more content in general. But if you guys want to let me know what kind of content you enjoy more, like this video or like a different video if you like another video better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.